Salut YouTube et bienvenue pour ce 125e épisode, c'est bien ça? Oui, c'est bien ça. Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Alors, on est là et on allait là-bas. Eh ben allons-y Michel. Allons-y, allons-y. Il y a des cerfs qui dorment. Ils sont bien. C'est stylé Sparte, hein. Toute la région de la Cagna. Ah, c'est la région la plus stylée, je trouve. Depuis le début, j'avais beaucoup aimé Mykonos aussi. Mykonos, c'est tout le sud-est. Là où toutes les régions qui avaient rendu un peu. Genre Afrique subsaharienne, un peu ce délire-là. Là. J'avais trouvé ça particulièrement stylé. J'aime beaucoup toutes les parties des. Les îles volcaniques, là où il y a eu le Battle Royale aussi. Ces bleds là, je les trouve particulièrement stylés. Et tout Sparte. Sparte et sa banlieue, on pourrait dire. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ce merdier, Michel? Bordel. Hop là. Bah alors les meufs. Merde, je me suis encore foutu le feu, bordel. Bah alors les meufs. Il y a quand même beaucoup de meufs au même endroit, c'est quand même bizarre, mais bon. Alors. Putain, c'était loin ton bled à toi, hein. Ah, y'a un Michel là. Ah, il a 100 mètres. Ah, moi, je vais avoir du mal à résister à un affrontement avec un mercenaire. Il est là-bas, putain, enculé. Ah, voilà, tu t'es arrêté, Michel, merci.
What was that?
Putain, elle s'est barrée, cette saloperie, putain. Ah, enfoiré, c'est barré. Bon, bah tant pis, je peux le courir après. Je le retrouverai bien assez tôt. Non. Bon, c'est la tête de quoi ça? On va découvrir ça. Alors.
You wouldn't happen to be the eagle bearer, would you?
Me? Yes, I am.
Words do you know justice? Your hair must have been woven by Athena. Your body is like a sculpture made by the masters. And your arms look so strong. Strong enough to...
Strong enough to...
Strong enough to carry this basket to my husband Kalibos.
Oh, right. The magistrate mentioned you. It'll be easy to carry.
Thank you so much. Let me know if you need anything.
Where might I find Kalibos?
He's an important general. His unit is stationed in the northeast near the fort of Presai, down by the beach.
What's in the basket?
What any man would need on the eve of battle to win the respect of the gods. Please, Eagle Bearer. It would give him an edge over his enemies.
I'll help with your delivery.
C'est ça qu'il faut? Non, non, pas besoin de ça, c'est ça. Ah si, j'ai besoin de porter ce merdier là. Oh là là. Il est où le Michel là? Oh là là. Oh quelle angoisse.
Oh, this is heavy. What's in here? Bricks?
Ah le plan à la con putain. En plus ça va être une connerie assez gigantesque je pense. Ah bah évidemment. Ah je veux rien savoir de vos histoires moi. Là je trace, hein. On n'a rien à foutre. Ok, il est sur la plage. Je vais lui claquer son panier et puis merci de plus m'emmerder. Hein. Bouge pas YouTube, je reviens. Et me revoilà. Bon. Bah tu descends ou bien Michel? Oh là là. Mais... Bordel, elle va descendre ou pas? Putain de ta race, mais... Oh là là, mais quelle connasse, bordel. Ok, vous voulez pas descendre de trop haut. Quelle feignasse. Bien, bon, alors qu'est-ce que c'est que ce merdier? Il y a Michel qui est là. Putain mais la démarche qu'elle a encore avec ce truc, j'ai même pas fait gaffe.
Mistios? Well met. What brings you to our camp?
You are Calibos? Your wife sent me to deliver this package. I think it might be some kind of offering.
Zevxo is a good woman. She's gifted me with a basket fit for Dionysos.
Earthly pleasures? She made it sound like it was a case of life and death.
A deathly hangover, maybe. Boys, we're having a good night. Care to join us, friend?
Are you sure you want your soldiers this intoxicated while in the field?
Oh, I must have misjudged you. Are you not also a Spartan? The only thing we're better at than fighting is drinking.
I see your point. I never say no to good wine and good company.
I expected no less from you.
Ah mais ce load.
Could someone pass the water skin?
Oh, could someone pass my head? I think I left it farther down the beach.
Surely this is the after effects of the mushrooms. I remember the chicken coop. I remember the farmer's field. I do not remember building a Trojan horse.
Bordel.
It was just here when I woke up.
We offer it to the gods for safe passage across the seas. Boys, let's move this down to the beach.
I'll take you down, easy.
Ouais, la... On dirait de la... la pénétration d'armure va être importante. Ah putain, l'enculé, il est arrivé d'où? Et je me suis fait tuer par un pote, putain, mais c'est pas possible. Bah putain, Michel, si tu te fais buter par des Spartiates, comment c'est possible ça? Ah, l'autre il a sauté comme un mongolo, il était hors champ, impossible de le voir. Comment tu veux éviter un truc pareil? Moi j'ai pas des yeux derrière la tête. Hein. Par contre... Lâchez-moi bordel, mais lâche-moi, fais pas chier putain.
Somebody get water!
Bordel, lui le relou. Et c'est bien un Spartiate en plus lui. Ouais merde bordel, je l'ai pas vu, l'autre immédiat je l'ai vu, oh là là. Mais là j'ai plus le droit de prendre un coup Michel. C'est... Enfin tous les coups vont me mettre 0 de vital et les coups un peu plus évolués, c'est-à-dire que les coups de base vont tous me foutre 0 de vital et les coups un peu plus évolués ils me butent. Hein. Bon c'est rigolo en même temps mais...
Sparta!
Ok.
Oh shit! God! No!
Oh. Je l'ai pas vu encore passer en... Ah mais là putain mais c'est vraiment de l'inattention. Je l'ai pas vu faire son coup invincible. Mais tu t'étonnes bien que si je l'avais vu j'aurais fait un dodge bordel. Oh là là je l'ai pas vu du tout. On voyait rien putain. Ah c'est relou. Bande d'enculés de vos morts. Ouais t'as raison bien sûr.
Somebody get water!
J'ai l'impression que ça soigne le comment ça s'appelle le merdier là. Merde, c'est un pote lui. Ok, ça y est, bah putain.
I once boasted to a friend that I was a better tactician than Odysseus himself. Today I was proven wrong.
You live to fight another day. Learn from this.
Please thank my wife for her festive gift.
I don't know if I should thank her or curse her.
Putain, c'était laborieux, Michel. Hein. Et du coup, j'hésite à mettre... ouais, je pense que je vais repasser en... Alors du coup j'ai le choix, soit je vire les 15% de dédiés à la dague pour mettre les 30% de... Non, je vais virer les 30% de dédiés alimentaires. Et je vais passer en... Ouais. Bon, j'ai eu d'autres quêtes. Non. Ah, je pourrais lui apporter les sauces spartiates, allez, effectivement. La fin de Dracon, bon ça c'est notre... la quête, tout à fait. La dernière quête, elle se retrouve là. À côté du forgeron, écoute Michel. Parce que c'est très fort, hein, ça fait beaucoup de dégâts, mais j'ai pas besoin de tant de dégâts de feu que ça. En revanche, la pénétration, on l'a vu sur un ou deux ennemis qui ont une forte armure. On fait que là, le DPS se pète la gueule littéralement. Et la pénétration d'armure, c'est vraiment très fort. C'est une perte DLC, hein, ne l'oublions pas, c'est ce qu'on a eu sur la dague. Les dernières dagues qu'on a eu, les dagues d'Atlante là. C'était une quête DLC ça. Donc c'est une perk DLC. En général, DLC c'est pété, donc c'est pas très étonnant.
They won't ask any questions. Let's keep out of sight.
On va remettre les 30% de pénétration.
Share to you.
Bonjour Michel. Voilà, on est bon.
Let me know if you need anything else.
Ah bah tout va bien, non c'est bon. Ok, faisons une petite sauvegarde. Et voilà.
You are the eagle bearer. Wonderful. Magistrate Xanthi has spoken highly of you.
Very kind of her.
So here's the thing. My children have promising futures, but they refuse to learn and study. They think they know better, but they can't recite a poem to save their lives.
Where do I fit into this?
They've heard of the eagle bearer and worship the ground you walk on. If you related an epic story to them, I'd bet they retain it and impress their tutors.
It's an odd request, but I've been asked to do stranger things. I'll do it.
My children are waiting inside the temple of Dionysus Kolonatas for today's epic story. The subject is Perseus, which they should know well, but seem to forget all when questioned.
I know the story well, of course, but my preferred version may not be what your children expect.
Do not fear. If you need a reminder, there are many relics related to Perseus in the hall adjacent to the temple of Dionysus Kolonatas.
Good to know.
Ok. Bah vas-y, on y va Michel. Hein. On va faire les cons. Dans les salles, il y a les... Oui, voilà, c'est là.
Μάκαρ, πολιόνιμε, πυρήπολ και τελετάρχα, Θεόν πάτερ ιδέ και ιέ, σκεφτούχε, πούρε δημάτορ, πατριόκοσμε, οδή για τον κόσμο. Μεγαλώνει με Θεά, αλλά ό,τι με τεχνών μη την πολύονιμε, πολυτίστηκε, στούσα, φροντών ψυχάς, σιγά, ως Εόλυθης είναι ενόρεας, Γλακόβ, ευρυσίτεχνε, πολυπίστη βασίλεια, εολόμορφε και αγιοτάτη.
Ok, bon, bah, on va tenter de faire un truc à peu près potable, on va voir.
Hello, I'm...
The Eagle Baron. We've heard all about you.
Are you going to tell us a story today? Do we have to listen? We've heard it 100 times.
Yes, that's me. And yes, I'm telling you a story. Let us sing with the voice of the goddess about the exploits of brave Perseus and noble Pegasus. The great god of the sea, Poseidon, visited a mortal woman, Sarah, a fisherman's daughter. The god of the sea frolicked with her in the shape of a dolphin, and she knew his love.
Ugh! Is this a kissing story?
Relax, I'm just setting it up. Soon Sarah gave birth to a child, the half-blood hero Perseus.
I thought Perseus' mother's name was Danae, like my sister.
Yeah, and his father was Zeus.
On a fait de la merde.
That's true in some versions. Anyway, at some point,
Ah, c'est génial, les enfants se
Perseus
cassent.
fell off a boat and almost drowned. Perseus and his mother Danae were rescued
Elle
on
change
the
de
island
version
of
à chaque
Seriphos.
fois.
And Perseus grew up under the care of a kindly fisherman, Thictis.
Lucky them. Did the gods help?
Maybe. Perseus learned to swim and ride and fight, and how to be good and just, even though his father was only a fisherman.
I can do all those things too.
Good for you.
Except swim.
Or be just?
Hush. Now, Thictis' brother was the ruler of the island, but he was not a good man.
He's scum.
When Perseus grows up, he travels to Iope and falls in love at first sight with the beautiful princess Andromeda. However, Andromeda's mother boasts that her daughter is more beautiful than the goddess Thetis, offending her.
Never say you are better than the gods.
Thetis proclaims that Andromeda must be sacrificed to the gods, or else the whole city of Iope will be destroyed.
I don't think that's right. Wasn't Andromeda an Ethiopian princess?
Hush! Perseus asks his grandmother Tala how to save his
Ah,
love.
c'est n'importe quoi, c'est
She
génial.
turns into a manta ray and says to save Andromeda, he must bring back curly hair of gold, fit for the king of the mountains, who yet owns less than the humblest elot.
I don't know that riddle.
C'est nul.
It was hard for Perseus too, but eventually he figured it out.
How?
He just did his own.
On va faire ça.
Perseus figured out what he needed. The golden fleece of the winged ram, said to be guarded by a monster who could turn any to stone. Luckily, Perseus was blessed by the gods, and he was guided by Athena's golden-geared owl to the monster's lair.
Athena's golden owl? That's dumb.
Sounds cute. I want one.
And armed with the vorpal sword from mighty Olethros, he faced the snake-necked, large-headed, shaggy-maned, stony-gazed Katovlepas!
No!
Huh?
Perseus avoided the Katovlepas' killing gaze and snicked the sword, lopping off the creature's head.
Ew!
He grabbed the golden fleece and wrapped the Katovlepas' head in it. Then flew back home astride winged Pegasus to save Andromeda, who was about to be eaten by the Kraken.
N'importe quoi.
He used the deadly head to turn the Kraken to stone.
Wait, the what? What's a kraken?
Like a giant squid?
Ah, tout le monde se barre, c'est nul à chier.
Pretty sure Homer said, release the Kraken, not release the Ketos.
You just made that up.
That was not all. Hades appears with a pack of giant scorpions called Scorpiox and kills Andromeda and tries to kill Perseus.
Huh?
But Perseus throws his sword of Zeus at Hades, forcing him back into the underworld.
Wait. It's supposed to be Hermes' sickle. And Andromeda doesn't die.
You're telling it wrong!
Ouais, ferme ta gueule, tu sais pas.
In the end, Perseus wins. Zeus offers to make him a god, but Perseus refuses, so instead Zeus brings Andromeda back to life because she was only mostly dead.
Wow, that was so wrong and so boring.
You are a sticky storyteller, and that story was poop!
I am sorry for your audience, Eagle Bearer. Though from what I heard, it did sound like you deviated somewhat from the traditional tale.
Apologies.
J'ai trouvé ça super drôle. Est-ce qu'on peut le retenter en essayant de le faire proprement? Hein, peut-être ça, oui. C'est rigolo, hein. Ah, voilà.
Hello, I'm...
The Eagle Bearer. We've heard all about you.
Are you going to tell us?
Yes, that's me.
Alors.
Let us sing with the voice of the goddess about the exploits of brave Perseus and noble Pegasus. Acrisius, the king of Argos, was not a good man. He had one child, a daughter, Danae. Bitter that he had no son, he went to the oracle of Delphi and heard a prophecy that chilled him.
Ooh, what was it?
The oracle said Acrisius would be killed by his grandson. But Danae was unmarried and childless at the time. To protect himself, he locked Danae in a bronze room open only to the sky.
Ooh!
However, mighty Zeus saw the girl and fell in love with her. He transformed into a golden shower and seduced her. Danae gave birth to a son, Perseus.
I knew it!
King Acrisius couldn't kill the boy for fear of angering Zeus. So he put his daughter and grandson in a wooden crate and tossed them into the wild sea to be drowned.
How horrid! Poor Perseus.
Perseus and his mother Danae were rescued on the island of Seriphos, and Perseus grew up under the care of a kindly fisherman, Dictys.
Lucky them. Did the gods help?
Maybe. Perseus learned to swim and ride and fight, and how to be good and just, even though his father was only a fisherman.
I can do all those things too!
Good for you.
Except swim.
Or be just.
Hush. Now, Dictys' brother was the ruler of the island, but he was not a good man.
He's scum.
J'avais répondu ça, c'est ça. Hein.
The cruel king of Seriphos, Dictys' brother, Polydectes, decided he wanted to marry Danae, for she was still beautiful and noble. But Perseus knows his mother does not want this. Dictys couldn't stop his brother, so it was up to Perseus to interfere and be annoying.
Christos, that's your job.
I would keep the stinky king from marrying you.
The cruel, stinky king became angry. To get rid of Perseus, Polydectes sent him on an impossible quest. Prove yourself a warrior and fetch me a worthy wedding gift, the king said, by killing a great monster.
I knew it!
Shh, I knew it too.
Polydectes told Perseus to bring back the head of Medusa, the Gorgon whose gaze could turn anyone who looked into her eyes to stone.
Ah!
Polydectes knew that Medusa would be Perseus' death.
That stinker!
But the evil king did not know Perseus was favored by the gods. Hermes gifted Perseus with winged sandals and a silver sickle, and Athena gave him a bronze shield, polished, mirror bright. Perseus flew to Medusa's lair and used the shield to watch her reflection. He cut off her head with the sickle of Hermes. As she died, the winged foal Pegasus sprang from her neck.
Yes!
Flying home, Perseus found the maiden Andromeda chained on the Ethiopian cliffs, waiting to be sacrificed to the baleful sea monster Ketos. Perseus used Medusa's head to turn Ketos to stone, rescued Andromeda, and married her.
Take that, Ketos!
Perseus returned home to find King Polydectes relentlessly pursuing the Nai. They quarreled, and Perseus showed the king his wedding gift. When he saw Medusa's head, Polydectes turned to stone.
Yes!
Perseus traveled to Argos with his family, and one day competed in the Great Athletic Games. He hurled the discus, and his throw was so great that it shot into the stands and struck King Acrisius. So doing, Perseus killed his grandfather and fulfilled the prophecy.
Hurrah!
You can't escape your fate.
In the end, Perseus and Andromeda settled in Mycenae as king and queen, and had 7 sons and 2 daughters, the Perseidae.
That was a great telling of the tale. I'll never forget it.
Maybe the best! I can't wait to tell all my friends!
Aw, thank you.
I couldn't help overhearing the end of your story. Truly inspiring, Eagle Bearer. Thank you.
Parfait. On n'a pas triché du tout, évidemment. On a fini tout, remise des prix. Parler à Xanti, à Santi, ou je sais pas où elle est. Ah bah si, elle est là-bas, je suis con. On pourrait se TP, mais on va pas faire ça quand même. On est pas une feignasse à ce point-là. Enfin si, on est une feignasse à ce point-là, mais en l'occurrence, je suis pas sûr. Que ça change grand-chose. On a satisfait tout le monde sauf la fermière de ses morts. Bon. En même temps, elle était complètement con, donc il était hors de question que j'accuse ces ilotes. Alors que c'est elle qui fout de la merde, alors que les mecs, eux, faisaient leur taf. Enfin, le mec et la nana faisaient largement leur taf. Hors de question que je les accuse de choses dont ils sont innocents. Elle déconne zéro, Cassandra, mais on a décidé de... Enfin, faut pas déconner, quoi. C'est pas une pute non plus. Elle est absolument impitoyable, ça c'est sûr. Elle te pose les questions une fois, pas deux. T'as une chance, pas deux, terminé, mais y a pas de coup de pute, c'est à la confiance. On n'accuse pas les gens s'ils sont pas responsables. Alors, cassez-vous, con de mime. Hop là.
Thank you for aiding all of us in Pitana. Stories of you will live amongst us for many years. I help where I can. But thank you.
A reward for all your help.
Des lames de ranger. On va voir ce que ça fait cette merde. Rien à foutre. Bien, je pense qu'on en a fini avec la Laconia, donc du coup on va retourner à Thèbes. On va récupérer... Ah, on pourrait faire un petit saut vu qu'il reste peu de temps. On va faire un saut voir Démosthène à Athènes.
War and wisdom. Do you have my seals yet?
Why, yes, I do.
Good. The Spartans will soon realize someone is picking off their senior commanders.
Probably, but they haven't caught me yet.
Interested in more work?
Of course. What do you need?
At this rate, the Spartans will need to recruit from their farmers.
You're really not fond of Sparta.
Would you be, were you me? They challenge all that Athens stands for. They care nothing for art, or education, or philosophy. For them, warfare is the only goal.
Strange thing to hear from a general in the Athenian army.
I serve Athens with arms because I am skilled with fighting and strategy. But I protect those who serve our culture and legacy.
They're lucky to have you.
I've earned my place. Would you be interested in more work removing Spartan commanders?
I'll get you your seals. Why do you think the Spartans are attacking Athens now?
Why do they do anything? For conquest, for glory. Because they know no other life than war.
What will you do with all these seals?
For now, I'll use them as proof of what I've achieved. It will give my words weight. Very few Athenians have ever seen a Spartan seal.
But you have plans for them later.
Someday, I want my children to see them. Then they'll witness me donate them to a temple. That should inspire them to earn their own.
You seem thoughtful. Thinking of what happened to your grandfather?
No. Thinking of the first battle I lost.
What happened?
I overestimated my own abilities. We were supposed to lay siege to a city, but I was impatient. I felt the need to prove myself, at the expense of my men.
You abandoned the siege?
Yes. I led an attack my men weren't prepared for, on Aetolia. It was pure hubris on my part, and my men paid for it. My closest friend died in the battle. Never again.
I see why you're so determined to get the Spartans at a disadvantage.
They are already at a disadvantage. They made an enemy of me.
I know enough to keep going.
Il faut rebuter encore, oh là là. C'est sans fin. Je crois que il faut faire en parallèle celle de Sparte en butant des polémarques athéniens. Bon, toujours est-il que on file en Béotie, Michel. Ah putain, ça y a des quêtes en Béotie, oh là 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 là. Oh, le jeu infini, aïe 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 aïe. Non, bon, on va faire les quêtes, hein. On fait les quêtes d'abord et après on fait la quête principale. On a toujours fait comme ça dans tous les jeux depuis toujours. Aucune raison que ça change, Michel. Oula.
I should watch my step around here.
Voilà. Faut y voir un élan, hein, surtout. Hein.
You're a fool, Melanipos. A fool!
Did you lose your Pancration match?
Worse. I lost my one true love. My Draconis found someone else. I just know it. He avoids me. And when we're together, he's always distracted.
I admit, it doesn't sound good.
Even you think I've been replaced. But I can't let him go. He's my golden demigod.
Then you must have a plan.
I'm going to make a potion. It's a recipe that guarantees eternal love.
That's an honest way to save a relationship.
It's simple. I'll borrow his precious armor for a few days, cut the inside, and let the potion seep through his skin straight to his heart.
So, Drakon will be left without his armor. Aren't you worried he'll be vulnerable?
Oh, he's the strongest, most chiseled man in Thebes. They'll be fine without it.
Good to know.
My problem is the last ingredient. I need to buy the rarest heaven Viotia from my herbalist, but she hasn't come to Thebes in a while.
I can find her for you. I must believe in love after all.
Thank you, thank you.
Where will I find this herbalist?
She lives on a farm west of the city, near the tomb of many kefs.
Rare herb, huh? What is it?
A herb hot enough to impassion him. Red hot to make his affections, and his skin sizzle.
Tell me how you met.
It's a tale for the ages. I moved to Thebes with dreams of becoming a great champion. I came to this gym and saw him. A mighty warrior with even a mightier smile. I wanted to learn from the best. But the only muscle he truly worked on was my heart.
You're going to a lot of effort for Drakon. Is he worth it?
He's a living, breathing Heracles. You tell me.
If he's not here, where is he?
Normally, we're both here night and day. The only time he leaves is to perform at the training ground.
I'll go find that herb for you.
Ok, alors ça a l'air des quêtes, que ce soit celle-là ou peut-être même l'autre. On va aller voir l'autre aussi. Voir si c'est une quête classique ou si elle est également liée à Drakon. Ok, je ferai la plus intéressante. Le coup de l'alchimiste, de l'arboriste, pardon, ça m'enjaille pas.
You come to steal from me too, Mistios?
Is that how you greet all your customers?
I'm sorry. The soldiers have taken everything from me.
Spyro le dragon.
Even my beloved Spyro.
Soldiers take what they want. Who is Spyro?
Only the best horse I ever owned.
I feel the same about my Phobos.
We did everything together. He'd do anything for me, even without the promise of a carrot.
He sounds like a true friend.
I need him back to cart my shipments. Once Drakon finds out I can't get him his oil, I'm as good as dead.
Drakon? The Viotian champion?
He's my biggest customer.
I'm trying to hunt him down.
Save me from Drakon's wrath. Find my Spyro, please.
Elle vient de lui dire je cherche à le tuer, mais qu'est-ce que c'est que ce merdier?
If you need him so badly, I'll find your Spyro.
Be quick, please. I can only imagine what those thieves are doing to him.
Where did they take him?
They must have him at the military camp, east of Snakehead Rock. It's the only outpost nearby.
Ouais, ça m'inspire plus quand même.
Why do you take oil to Drakon?
He likes to have his back oiled. Makes his muscles look bigger, I suppose.
I didn't think he needed the help.
No, although I don't know why he prefers my flammable oil over something less dangerous.
Where do you deliver the oil?
I deliver his shipments to his training ground near the site of Iphigenia's sacrifice.
Where can I find these thieves?
In a camp, east of Snakehead Rock.
Can you tell me what Spiro looks like? I want to make sure I'm stealing the right horse.
Where to begin? He's magnificent. A towering stallion as black as night, with a mane of brilliant, shimmering white hair.
Looks like I have a horse to find.
Parfait. Bon bah on fera les 2 quêtes je pense en parallèle. Et puis comme ça on choisira la première, laquelle des deux on clôture en premier. Et puis on verra bien si on peut faire les deux ou si une seule suffit. Voilà, on se donne rendez-vous très vite pour un nouvel épisode. Salut les gens.